If I talk about Flipkart's first tablet, the Digiflip Pro ET701, it received a good response from Indian customers. So, the Indian e-commerce giant added 5 new devices to the series in August 2014. All the 5 tablets were launched in partnership with Intel, as the devices are powered by Intel processors. Hey, this is Anand for Gizmo Lead, and here's my review of the Flipkart Digiflip Pro ET701, the cheapest device of the new series. So, let's start off the design. Flipkart has made the tablet in such a way that its primary use would be in portrait mode. After looking at it once, anyone would understand that the Flipkart Digiflip Pro ET701, priced at Rs 3999, is made of plastic. It has a unibody design, that is, no removable back cover and battery. It is available in grey, white, blue and red colors. It weighs 273 grams and is 9.1 mm thin. We have the grey one here, so you can see that the back has a rough texture similar to that of leather. But hey, don't forget plastic. One thing that looks nice on the ET701 is the shiny silver band running through the edges of the tablet. If kept at a distance, the tablet looks metal, and I wish it was. On the front is the 7-inch display. We will talk about this part later on. The bezels are huge, especially at the top and the bottom, but typing is alright. It would have been perfect if Flipkart had cut off some unnecessary portions of the bezels. Above the display is a 0.3 megapixel front camera. On the left is the microSD card slot, which is expandable up to 32 GB. On the right side, you can spot the usual power button and the volume controllers below it. I don't know why I forget the location of these buttons when I try to use the tablet. On the top, there is a micro USB port, a 3.5 mm headphone jack and a tiny hole which should be the built-in microphone. At the back sits the 2 megapixel camera, the Digiflip Pro logo at the middle and the Intel Inside trademark logo at the bottom. The loudspeakers are at the bottom. That was all about the design. Now let's come to the display part. You would not expect this. The Flipkart Digiflip Pro ET701 has one of the best displays I have seen in budget tablets. It doesn't attract fingerprints that much, but it loves scratches and attracts them a lot. The screen is bright and vivid, and even the viewing angles are perfect. But with the 1024x600 resolution, the tiny pixels are still visible. But whatever it is, I love the display clarity. ET701 has on-screen buttons, and they feel alright in both portrait and landscape mode. The tablet runs on Android 4.2.2, and Flipkart has assured Android 4.4 KitKat update soon. There is no major change from Flipkart in terms of the user interface. You get the same stock Android look with all the usual stuff, which I think needs no explanation. Pre-installed apps include Flipkart, Myntra, and Flipkart eBooks. You can also connect to 3G networks via a dongle, even though the tablet doesn't support calling. A lot of people ask if the tablet supports OTG connectivity. Yes, it works well. One thing I didn't like is that when you drag open the drawer from the right side, the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth options could not be turned on or off from there itself. When you click any one of them, it takes you to the settings menu of the respective feature. Talking about the performance, the tablet has a dual-core 1.2 GHz Intel Atom processor Z2520 along with 1 GB of RAM. I don't consider these specs low for a budget device under Rs 4000. I have been using this device for a month now, and I did play some heavy games including Asphalt 8, Dead Trigger 2 and Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I didn't experience lags, but faced some when I played Asphalt 8 at the maximum graphics. One thing I noticed is that when you press the unlock button to unlock the device, the tablet takes 2 to 3 seconds to turn on. I don't know the exact reason for this, but I hope Flipkart will do something about it. Out of the 8 GB internal memory, only 4.49 GB is user available, which is enough for basic tasks and intermediate gaming. The ET701 scored 4,499 points in the quadrant standard benchmarks, 17,290 points in the AnTuTu benchmark, which is just below the Lenovo K900 smartphone with 21,000 points, and finally the tablet scored entry-level points in GFX bench. Now it's the turn of the camera. As I spoke earlier, the Flipkart Digiflip Pro ET701 sports a 2 megapixel rear and 0.3 megapixel front camera. The cameras don't support HDR mode and the autofocus or the touch focus feature. Both the sensors showed poor response when I took pictures and videos using them, but in 2014 I don't expect better quality from a device at this price. Low light pictures were awful and the device doesn't even have a flash. So there is nothing much to talk about the camera, but it does come with the usual white balance features. Talking of the battery, the Digiflip Pro ET701 is fueled by a 2800 mAh battery, which lasts for approximately 8 hours of normal usage. So that's it. This was my review of the Flipkart Digiflip Pro ET701. So if you saw the title of this video, you would understand that I was making sure that this tablet is the best under ₹4,000. Today, there are not many brands who sell tablets under this price range. You could get devices from DataWind, Champion and more brands whose name most of you wouldn't even heard of. I'm not saying that the popularity of the brands decide the quality of the products, but if you compare the specifications of other tablets under this range with the Flipkart Digiflip Pro ET701, this tablet wins, and yes, it is the best tablet under ₹4,000. Thanks for watching.